Hey, welcome back. Stick around for a bit if you want to see how I put together this mask. So this mask is worn by the character known as the front man in the show Squid Game. And quick disclaimer before I get started, I am no paper crafting prodigy that just thought of this out of thin air. I did find a template online that I then printed out on these 3 pieces of paper and then folded about 120 times to create this really cool mask that I'm very proud of. I think it's quite impressive. And I just want to share with you what it took to put this thing together. To begin, I had to start by cutting out the 11 different sections that make up this entire mask. After that, I used a special scoring tool to trace every single fold line to make each fold as straight and crisp as possible. The first thing I did was create the shape of the mouth and the chin, and to support the structure of the paper, I used this tacky glue, which was very easy to work with because it dries in 1 minute, giving me plenty of time to adjust and fine-tune all of the bonding points of the paper. From there, I was able to start forming the nose and the cheekbones, which were so much easier than the mouth. And after that part was completed, I was able to use more of the tacky glue to attach that portion to the mouth portion. Next up was the forehead piece, which was relatively easy to do. And after it was formed, I was able to use more of the tacky glue to attach it to the nose and the cheekbones, finishing the front of the face. After that, all I had left were the sides of the mask, which were a little bit difficult, but after I got them formed and glued down, the structure of the mask felt much stronger and the overall form was complete. And because this mask is made out of paper, it is relatively delicate, so in order to strengthen the structure even further, I cut up pieces of cardboard and glued those down into select areas of the inside just to make it a bit stronger. And after I glued down that last piece of cardboard, the mask is finally ready to be painted. For paint, I chose this matte black spray paint that I used to cover the mask in a few thin coats and then let dry for a couple hours. Once the paint was all dry, I was ready to start working on the head straps, and for the straps I used this elastic that I cut up and hot glued onto the inside of the mask. And the final thing left for this mask are the mesh coverings that go over the eyes, and for that I just went around my house and found this mesh that I cut up and glued them down on the inside of the mask right where the eyes are. And after roughly 8 hours of labor, the mask is finally done. I think it looks epic, I'm super proud of it. And it was such a fun creative challenge for me. I wore it to a party last night and it was a blast having people recognize and appreciate who the character is, especially when I had these cards with me. So I hope you enjoyed it, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one.